That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.
Yo, what is good? What is good? What is good? What is good? What is up? My name is Rashad Milligan. If you are new to the channel, this is the road to 5K subs. What the heck is going on, everybody? And to start this morning, I'm just it's gonna be under an hour because I have to work in 49 minutes. But here we go. To start off, we've got, speaking of work, we've got Bronny or LeBron stepping up to Mr. Stephen A. Smith in person and pressing him and legit pressing. It ain't no, yo, what's good? What you say? Nah, he gave him a face like, I don't play that. Stephen A., of course, if you know Stephen A., if you watch him on TV, you know Stephen A. was definitely on that too. Just because Stephen A. just came off the 100 mil. You know what I'm saying? Stephen A. just came off the 100 mil. Stephen A. feeling good. Stephen A. like, I ain't backing out no man. I got this 100 mil, not backing out on no man, standing my ground. Ain't nobody about to fight me. Ain't nobody about to press me. Ain't nobody about to what? Feel me? So both of them was on that. You got two, as the internet will put, you know what I'm saying? Throw back to 2018, 2019. Two alpha males. Two alpha males here, face to face, pressing each other. And it seemed like, you know, just based off the comments and then kind of reading the comments and then doing it yourself, that LeBron was just like, keep my son's name out of it. Keep him out of it. Because, you know, Stephen A. went on a whole thing about Bronny, bro. Beyond the whole thing of the NBA GOAT, him and Jordan. He probably like, bro, I've been doing this for 20 years. They've been doing the Bron Jordan thing since, I don't know how it started, really, like after Bron first ring. No, really, he's been compared to Jordan since before he was even in the NBA. It started in high school, to be honest. But it was really like, is he better than Jordan after the first ring, bro? It's crazy. But anyways, yeah. So it's always been a thing, but it's just been the thing more legacy wise for the past since his first ring, which was 2012. So that's been the past 12 years, the past dozen years. This has been a thing. Stephen A's kind of been the catalyst of it because he's like the biggest name in sports debate television on that side of things and stuff like that. So yeah. And Bron says he watches the show, like, and you know, so I remember he told Tony Romo, he told Tony Romo to stop watching ESPN. But you got to think the reason why these guys watch ESPN because A, they love the game, but B, on top of that, like in the workout rooms, bro, in the gyms and the exercises, everything like that, on the TV, when you go to the gym, what's on the TV, bro? More than likely, ESPN on the TV. You plug your little headphones in on the treadmill, on the Stairmaster to look at the TV audio. More times than likely, ESPN is going to be on one of them TVs in the gym. You know what I'm saying? So when you're working out, ESPN. When you're at home, chilling in the crib, and you want something that's close enough to basketball as possible to keep up with the news of what's going on around the league in a short time, ESPN. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is what you're seeing all the time. So, and now, you know, on your phone, even if you don't watch ESPN, like, I don't know about y'all, but most of us don't really watch. I don't really watch ESPN live too many times unless it's a game. And then, you know, like a lot of people said, the SVP Scott Van Pelt, Monday Night Football Sports Center post game lives. Like I watch those, but for the most part, I'm not really watching ESPN live that much anymore. And shout out to all the homies out at ESPN. Shout out to Harry Lyles Jr., Georgia State great, Panthers. Shout out to L Duncan, my auntie L, my auntie in this journalism game. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Monica McNutt, friend of the channel. Shout out to Ari Chambers, you know, legend in the game. Shouts out to all my people out there. Shouts out to Tarika Foster Brasby, friend of the channel, excuse me. Shout out to all my friends over there at ESPN. Justin Tinsley, a big dog right there. You know, that's not really my homie or anything like that, but I respect him. Shout out to David Dennis, professor over there at Morehouse College and a member of Around the Horn. One time for Around the Horn, man. Y'all send it up for Around the Horn, to be honest, bro. Around the Horn is going off the air. PTI is going off the air. All the real sports journalism shows are being phased out, and that's a large part of how we even got to this point. Even though Stephen A came up as a newspaper sports columnist, he's definitely transitioned into full-blown TV personality that's leaning on the takes because the takes are going viral, and the viral takes that got him 100 mil, of course. But this goes to, are you going to sell your soul and your values and your morals for the money? You know what I'm saying? And if so, what is the price tag? I seen the thing with in the streamer world with Dub, right? With Dub and Neon. Dub, for those of y'all who don't know, is DDG brother, big brother. And so Neon is a streamer. He used to be on some troll stuff all the time. And that's he came up as Aiden Ross homie or whatever in the streaming community. And he also was in the 2K community and stuff like that. And he faked his own unalive, right, a few years ago. And that was kind of his claim to fame. And then, you know, Aiden would bring him on the E-dates and keep him around on streams and then sign him to Kick when he moved to Kick and stuff like that. And then him and Aiden fell out. Regardless, Neon was on some wild stuff for a long, long time, bro. That's how he even came to be prominent and became to be a rich streamer, was being on whatever type of timing. In the midst of that, one time, I don't know in what context, whatever, but he said, paraphrasing, excuse me, mom, if you're watching, he said, F Woo Wop. And Woo Wop is Dub's son. Okay, so Dub come back like, nah, it's forget Neon forever, right? Like that's the type of timing he on. So he pressed Neon, hey, bro, don't talk about my son like that. He said, oh, I'm sorry, bro, I'm sorry. And so Dub said, all right, okay. And he walks off. And Dub's still like, I still don't really trust Neon. I still don't really like Neon. The next day, Neon comes back on stream at a mall and he surprises Woo Wop with a Rolex. Then Dub, oh man, he daps him up, smiling and everything. He said, chat, how much should an apology cost? And Neon like, an apology should be priceless. And he said, I think it's about 10K for the Rollie. And it's just like, bro, your morals, you know what I'm saying? And even after that, he still said he don't know about if he like Neon. But in the moment, he buddy, I love you, Neon, this and that, woo, all of this stuff. And it's like, what is the sum of your prices, respect, morals, all of those things, bro? Is it a 10K Rolex? So Stephen A, is your morals speaking about this man's child, even though he's in the league, he's a professional, everything like that. But the way you approached it was on some, we all know why this is going on. It's because of LeBron, and this is out of pocket. This is unprofessional. This is da-da-da-da. The kid can't even run up the court with fellow NBA players. You know what I'm saying? Like, you talking like that, it was beyond basketball. It was beyond disrespectful. Because you're not talking about a random 55th pick that plays the exact same way. Like, I seen, right? So I'm from Atlanta, so I watch a lot of Hawks games and stuff like that because I used to cover the Hawks for a long time. And earlier this season, the Hawks had a player by the name of David Roddy. He used to play for the Memphis Grizzlies. He's now on another team. I believe it was Philadelphia. Yeah, the Philadelphia 76ers pick him up. And David Roddy just did some stuff on the court this year that I'm just like, how are you even in the league, bro? But the thing is, Stephen A ain't going on a whole rant about David Roddy. He ain't going on a whole rant about some of these NBA players that just look like they don't even belong nowhere near a professional basketball court. And that's the problem. You dedicated a whole segment to Bronny because of who he is. While on one end, you might be like, Bronny only in the league because of his dad. At the same time, the only reason why you going on a 5-minute rant about a 55th pick getting 5 minutes in garbage time and he looked bad in the 2 minutes that was non-garbage time that JJ Redick gave him in Philadelphia, You know what I'm saying? It's only because he's LeBron James' son. If BJ Olari, and salute to BJ Olari, stuff like that. But like, if that Joker got 5 minutes in a second quarter and he missed a pass on fast break in the 3-man, 3-on-1 possession, he go like this and he missed a layup or he get beat on defense and a slam dunk. Ain't nobody talking about it, bro. Not on national, not on First Take, because they're like, who's BJ Olari? They're like LeBron, Luka, and the others. That's what they call them on TNT or inside the NBA. They say the 2-3 players that's the stars, and they say, oh, in order for OKC to win, the others got to step up. We already know about Shea. SGA gonna do his thing. Jalen Williams gonna do his thing. It's about the others. They're not even gonna say Alex Caruso name. You know what I'm saying? And Alex Caruso, a proven vet, a proven role player, rotational player in the league. And that's the issue. That's the problem. That's one of the problems in this thing. So yeah. I'm gonna play this thing, and then I'm gonna go to I guess Stephen A said something. So we're gonna go here first. Brian noticed the camera, but he knows cameras is on him at all times because he's Brian, bro. He's the most famous player in the world, bro. Most famous basketball player in the world. So here we go. We got it. I didn't want to have to address this. I wouldn't have either had it not gone viral. Now I have no choice. First take at 10 a.m. Central, Eastern time. Then the Stephen A. Smith show on YouTube. Some things just have to be said. No! Some things just don't have to be said, Steve. What is you talking about? This is the point. Leave it alone, Stephen A. Leave his son alone. He said, what he said? He said, stop talking about my son. Leave my son out of this, bro. It went viral. Let it be what it is and let it go. You get pressed on a man coming to you one-on-one, face-to-face on some respect. Respect my family. Respect my son. Respect my family's last name. That's all you have to do. Keep it basketball. Keep it cute. Keep it to me. I'm the 20-year veteran. I'm the 22-year-old veteran. I'm the 40-year-old. I'm LeBron. I'm the one that call myself the king. I'm the one that call myself the GOAT. Keep it to me and you. We are two men speaking here. You just signed your 9-figure deal. Congratulations. On my end of the side of things, you disrespected my seed unfairly than you would any other 55th pick, any other two-way G League type of player, level player in the NBA. You gave him a whole 5-minute segment on national television calling him trash and telling him why he doesn't deserve to be in the NBA. When I told you, his joke is like, BJ Olari. And shout out BJ Olari. Shout out to David Roddy. Shout out to Skylar Mays. Shout out to all these, you know what I'm saying? And Skylar Mays a hooper, by the way. Shout out Skylar Mays. He a hooper. But you know what I'm saying? Like, is some players that you see on the court do some things that you just like, what? How is he even, what does he even do? Like, does he just bring good morale to the team? Like, what does he even do? But you wouldn't dare give them 5 minutes on national TV telling America why don't deserve to be in the NBA because their last name ain't James. So it just is what it is, bro. What I say is respect the man's wishes. The man step up to you as a man face to face in person and tell you to keep the family out of it. Stop keeping it personal. Stop going so personal. Keep it that way, bro. Say, all right, bro. Hey, respect. My bad. I was tweaking. My fault, twin. My fault, twin. And if you address it, like you say you're going to address it, hey, I was tripping. You know what I'm saying? I spoke. I went personal. I went over the line with the family. I know Bronny's in the league, but I wouldn't talk about this 55th pick like that. I want to talk about this G League two-way player like that. So, you know what I'm saying? I apologize. It is what it is. That's the only thing you need to be doing if you're addressing this situation on the air. So that's it. That's the LeBron Stephen A thing. That just made me mad, bro, because he doesn't get it, and he's not gonna get it. That's the thing that I don't think a lot of people, including LeBron, get. This man obviously does not care nothing about no morals. He don't care about if it's right or wrong. All he cares about is the money. This man just signed for $100 million, talking about people's families taking things low when you go high, when you he misses the point on purpose to make people mad for rage bait, to get people like me to get up on YouTube and scream for 15 minutes, Stephen A. How could you do? 100 million, please. Thank you, ESPN. Thank you, Disney. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Google. With people like that, bro, you just got to let them do what they do. It's been obvious a long, long time ago that Stephen A. does not care nothing about no integrity, bro. Because if he would, now we going on a whole nother thing, bro. We going on a whole nother thing, bro. If he would, then he would have a long time ago when people started critiquing him within the industry, when he started getting the nickname Screaming A. Smith, and your fellow black peers in the industry is saying, yo, pump the brakes. I know the ratings is going through the roof right now, my brother, but beware that since you the face, since you the top dog in this industry, in this sports debate, TV, sports, national space, you kind of putting on a bit of a show, a little too much. And now the young journalists or the young aspiring journalists, especially with the same color as you, skin color as you, think that they have to act like you to get as far and become as successful as you have. And so far, that ain't necessarily been the case. You came up as a sports columnist. You wrote for the paper for 25 years. You came up, you stayed with them newspaper qualities out when you started out 20-some years ago, right? It slowly drifted further and further and further away from that. And instead, when people confronted you with that, instead of, let me tighten up, let me go back to the basics of this so I can be a good role model for the next generation of aspiring black journalists. Instead of doing that, you leaned into it. You leaned into the memes, you leaned into the jokes, and you became more of a caricature. And that's where it's like, okay, this dude obviously does not care. He does not care for the future of journalism. He does not care for the future of media. He does not care for the upcoming aspiring, in particular, black journalists. And salute for the idea when you took over as executive VP or whatever you call it of the show First Take, right? And you decided to go on an HBCU tour. Salute when you brought Kenny on from YouTube. Salute. At the same token, it's one thing to say, oh yeah, we're going to shine a light on the young black journalists, and that's always been a passion of mine, and this and that, and we're going to go to NABJ, and we're going to go to HBCU tours, everything like that. Stephen A., we done met a couple, for those of y'all who don't, breaking the fourth wall, I done met Stephen A. a couple times coming up when I was in college and everything like that. The Hawks was winning 60 games. Everybody and their mama was down there. I had free tickets to the games because I was in the 6-man section. That's a little fan section at the Hawks games. And I used to walk from my college dorm at Georgia State. Georgia State is in downtown Atlanta. I walked 30 minutes to every game, to every Hawks game that season. In that, I met Stephen A. One game in the regular season against the Golden State Warriors. I gave him my resume. Second game was in the Eastern Conference Finals against the Cleveland Cavaliers. So I met him both times, took a picture with him, second time, everything like that. And so it's like, I know within you've known for a long, long time, bro, the type of responsibility you have on your shoulders and who you are and the platform you have. But it's just like, it's obvious that you put money over all of that, bro. It's obvious you put money over all of that. And that's heartbreaking. It's honestly heartbreaking. But what you gonna do? Sometimes you got to recognize people as they are, because they'll do these things symbolically. And I think symbolic things can mean more than doing nothing. So salute to you for doing the symbolic stuff. But like, what are the practical things that you're doing? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, bro. And I think in that, you already showed like you don't care. You don't really care. Like, you might care a little bit enough to show, hey, I'm standing next to the HBCU students. I'm standing next to the black journalists of the Black Journalist Conference. Like, I'm standing next to these folks. But, like, it's like, what's the next step? It's some people in this industry that I could call right now. We could have a whole hour-long conversation. I could tell them what's going on at work, what I'm facing with my editor, what I'm facing with the higher-ups, what I'm facing with the so-and-so, and we could just chop it up. Back in 1990, this is what I was going through. Back in so-and-so, I could talk to them about my YouTube. Man, they on me right now. And they're going to chop it up. People on national TV, just like Stephen A. People on this, just like people that's been popping since the 80s. People that Stephen A. was interns for when he was coming up in college and everything like that. So you can't say it's busy. Look, it's people in this industry that are solid enough to, I can help you do this because I had a big homie for me. So I'm going to be that for you. Or I didn't have a big homie. So I'm going to be the big homie that I never had. Some of these people that I shouted out from L. Duncan. I could talk to L. Duncan whenever and say, L, I'm going to do and L going to be there for me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that type of thing, bro. It's like, it's a difference between, oh, yeah. Look at me. I'm helping the students, photo op versus I'm really helping the young next generation. B-Rob, you know what I'm saying? Scoop Robinson, you know what I'm saying? Anytime. Terrence Moore, Terry Moore, bro. Terrence Moore, dog. Anytime Terrence got me, bro. Terrence and I talk every day. That's my mentor for real. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just a difference between like who really cares and acting like you care. And Stephen A. has proven through the way that he reaches back out and the way he interacts with other people in the industry, the younger blacks, he don't really care. And now he's shown through this LeBron situation that he don't really care about the morality and the moral line of his coverage because he's blinded by that. Disney signs Stephen A. Smith to a 5-year, $100 million extension. That's what he's blinded by. And it's sad, but some people just are who they are. When they show you who they are, believe them. Some people is going to be like that. It just is what it is, bro.
And snaps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
We can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.